Yo, you good in there?
Yeah, I'm just moving things around.
What you mean you moving things around? Yo, can't be sleeping in here, bro. It's a storage facility.
Bro, you're disturbing my
Nah, bro,
workplace.
you can't sleep here, bro.
He said, I'm just moving stuff around. Hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. You know, a lot of people can't afford to live in apartments these days with rent prices. Some people, just want to, lower their expenses to save money. So people are moving into storage units. And it's a lot of them. We're going to check out some of those people who posted about it. But first thing we want to do is there's rules to living in a storage unit. And the first clip is going to be a guy telling us the rules. So let's check it out.
Living in a storage unit. I used to work at a storage facility, being that student loans are going to have to probably be repaid soon, and 50-50 if you get that waiver of $10,000 to $20,000, your living situation may change drastically. That is why I am doing this. Step 1, be a ghost. Don't be seen by employees or tenants, or be seen as little as possible. Go in before or after the employee gets there, outside of normal business hours so they don't see you. If you are there during normal business hours, don't be seen. Make it look like you're not there. If you're in hot or cold climate, you're going to want to be temperature controlled. Temperature controlled units typically stay between 55 and 80 degrees. Meaning that you can stay there throughout the winter and summer and not die, which is very, very good. Don't get an outside unit if you're in a crappy climate. Step 3, electricity. Find a unit that has electricity. Some do, some don't. Get a leak cord, essentially. But the thing is, you can't be seen with the leak cord. If someone sees a leak cord sticking out of your unit, you're going to get kicked out pretty quick, whether it's by a tenant or whether it's by the employee actually seeing that plugged into something. Not a good idea. Solar-powered generators or solar-powered anything for your phone, hot plate, water, whatever. Bathroom situation, you're going to have to go to a public bathroom. There's no getting around that. If you're lucky and there's land, you may actually be able to bury it, which isn't a terrible idea. Get a shovel. Don't keep it in your unit. If there's a dirty, disgusting smell, you'll get reported. You'll get kicked out. You don't want that to happen. What else? Oh, lock-wise. Make it look like your unit is always locked, even if it's not. So at night, if you're sleeping in it and it's closed, keep it in the open position, but put the lock on it to make it look like it's locked. Maybe put something on it to make it so nobody can actually open that door at night, because I have had that happen before, where a tenant was sleeping in a unit, somebody came in, they thought it was unlocked, they went to open it, and they saw them sleeping in it, had to kick them out, unfortunately, nothing you can do about it. Time-wise, when you go in for the night to go to sleep, and after about an hour of you going in for the night, put in the code to exit, so it looks like you left, but don't actually leave. And then in the morning, if you don't have a car and you're walking in and out of it, just sneak out behind a car. Wait till you see a car come, sneak out behind it. That way you're not putting in the code again, and it doesn't trigger the employee to look into that. Some do, some don't. It depends how vigilant that particular employee is. Overall, try not to be seen as much as you can. Temperature control is your best bet. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I know this is one of my longer videos, but financial situations change, things happen. Good information to have.
If those are all the rules I have to follow, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to live someplace, but not let people know you're living there. It's hard. So, everybody's going to get caught eventually, unless you have a storage unit place that doesn't care. But then again, I'm sure they could get shut down if people are found living in a storage unit facility. So, because it's illegal. All those rules he said, but, he failed to mention that it's illegal. And you could go to jail. But let's keep looking through these.
I do not live in my storage unit for the 11th time. Okay, here's my bed. Yes, I do have a bed in here. That's because I didn't want to get rid of it. Shortest story ever told. This is the most important part. This is where I keep my bar. All of my bohemian clothes, all of my 50s pinup attire, my camping gear. By the way, does anybody want a free TV? Someone gave me this and they were walking by my storage and they were like, oh my God, all you need is a TV. And they literally just gave me this 52-inch. So if you want it, you pay for shipping and it's yours. So everybody wants to know how I have power in my storage unit. It's because of this portable power station that I mentioned 5 million times. I bring this everywhere I go. I need to blow dry my hair, flatten my hair, I need to charge my phone, whatever. This is what I use. That's the end of my storage tour. I hope you guys don't have any more fucking questions about it. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. I do not live in my storage unit.
Yeah, because you just, happen to have a power bank with you at 24/7. She couldn't hold it in at the end, but let's keep going.
Hey guys, can you believe it? I finally completed my project of moving into a storage unit. I really like the way it turned out. I was able to hang the things I needed to hang. I love these racks from Amazon that I was able to put together with the help of my friend Salo. It's not jam-packed in here, so I was able to fold some sweaters. Also just have kind of like my junk drawer baskets.
You got stuff hanging on the wall, ma'am. This is not your house. What is going on? The idea I thought was, the first lady too, the idea I thought was to live there but not make it look like somebody's actually living there. You act like this is a studio apartment.
Some work stuff, so I feel well equipped here. I also love the idea that, I can see what I need when I'm coming to change my clothes out for the next trip. It's organized. I have space to move around, and I have some, belongings. So it does feel like a home away from home. And that was the vibe I was going for. I also put up these curtains to kind of keep any dust particles. This is a super clean storage unit, but that way it kind of protects my clothing as well. And, I think I need to probably go back through some of my boxes and just take a peek of an inventory of what I have. But by and large, welcome to my home/storage unit.
Whoa.
I've seen a lot of things in storage units in my days, but here we have someone that laid flooring, put up a wall
What?
back into here, put up 3 more walls and a ceiling. This is where the bed used to be, it looks like. And they hung their TV right there. Put in their own outlets. It's crazy.
Are we doing, what is it? Flip my storage unit? That's crazy. Okay. When did you do all this construction? Because if you did all this construction and nobody heard anything, nobody saw you bringing these boards in, like all the flooring, that's man, I don't know whether to be mad at you or, congratulate you on your skills. Wow.
All right, by live out of, I mean I have built this so that I can come and go super easily. So it's super cramped in here. Follow along. Okay, we are in an 8x10 storage unit. I found a special where I could pay $55 a month. He ended up giving me a 4-month deal on that. And then it'll move to about $110 a month. This is what I've built out of it. My dresser is back here. You can see, like, I can totally get in it, get all my clothes, everything. This is my closet. I actually have a full-length mirror, and I have enough space in here to get dressed. My shoes are in there, more storage in there. I've been able to set this up a little bit like a living room.
Yeah.
I've more storage stuff, some water, blanket. I've got a chair that I can sit in here and put my feet up. I built this up here for extra hanging, clothes, whatever. This is my kitchen. I can grab stuff, come and go, my cups, cooking, everything. Down here in my buffet is my pantry.
See, her setup is space, but at the same time, she can kind of get away with, hey, I'm not living here. I know it may look like it, but I just, set stuff up so I can easily get to my stuff, but I'm not living there. But the other people, they living there. But let's keep going.
This is terrible and hard in such a small space. My pantry down here is actually my bookshelves now, so I can pull these out, grab the books that I want and go put them back. I created another little hallway going this way. I'm waiting on the rest of my pretty storage bins, but this is all my crafting stuff. If you know me, I craft and I sell stuff for extra money. And then we come back out here. Here's our little hallway still. Those 4 bins are literally just storage for someday if I have a house, I guess.
Maybe
This is like my DVDs, board games, swimwear. As soon as you walk in, all my clothes are hanging right here. Back behind there is even more storage for like all my camping stuff. If you know me, you also know that I'm an extreme couponer. So here's all my product. Here's all my bathroom supplies. And yeah, I did all of that. Oh, extras, whatever.
Okay, so she's not sleeping in there. I just realized it says living out of a storage unit and not in a storage unit. So maybe she's living out her car or something.
In a storage unit that I can just roll up in my car and do what I need to do and come and go as I please for $100 a month. So I don't have to pay $500 a month. I've just freed up $400 a month that I can put towards past debt. So maybe someday I'll have better credit and can qualify to buy a camper, so I'll have a home.
So although I'm homeless by choice, I feel completely safe where I live. In order to get into my residence, you have to have a code. And in order to get on any floor other than the first floor in the elevator, you also have to have a code. So I don't have to worry about anyone running up on me while I'm sleeping. Now, this is my routine at night before I go do Uber. Because the business hours are from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and everything locks down, including the elevator, I have to set myself up to where I can get back into the unit once I'm done working. So that's what you see me doing here. I go up to my unit, I put my things away, I come back down, I set up the door to where it does not lock, and also to where no one can notice that it's open. There are other people here. I don't want to jeopardize them. I'll prop the gate open so that I can walk through, and I park my car outside.
So okay. You started the video off by saying you feel very safe because you need a code to get everywhere in the building. But you ended the video showing us how to get in without using a code. And I know we can say, hey, we don't know where she's at. But if you're local, you know what where that storage facility is at. And you just told everybody you leave it open every night. Well, not every night, but every time you go out and do Uber. Okay, this is the same lady we just saw, but this is her setup. It's playing music, and I can't play the copyrighted music. So, but look at her setup. The TV, the lights, everything. Man, this is crazy. This is an apartment. Sanford and Son on the TV. Can't never go wrong with that. But this dresser, what's that? Mirror, everything. Look at that. What size bed is that? At least a queen? That has to be a queen size bed. Man, it's a nice spot to live in. She got it set up very nice in there. Very nice. But if she gets kicked out, where is she going to do with all that stuff? Because they don't have to give you time. They don't have to. They can just say, oh, this, you breaking the rules. You got to leave now. I'm sure that that's how they do it. So when you get caught, because you will, where are you going to take all your stuff at? In the middle of the night. Where are you going to take all your stuff? You got to think of that.
Dog, I'm in the motherfucking storage and shit, getting some motherfucking clothes and shit. I hear motherfucker. Hey, who in here? Y'all hear that? It's 4 or 5 in the morning. Hey, who was that? Hey, man, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to sleep. Oh, what the fuck, man?
Yo, you good in there?
Yeah, I'm just moving things around.
What you mean moving things around? Yo, can't be sleeping in here, bro. It's a storage facility.
Bro, you're disturbing my
Nah, bro, you can't sleep here, bro.
He said, I'm just moving stuff around. Oh, man.
This is low-key crazy. So this dude is getting arrested for living out of this storage unit for 2+ years after his friend snitched on him. Just wait till you see this place. Now I feel he low-key has a solution to homelessness. And he's quite the decorator. We're going to get into all the little details here. But just the fact that he was living here for 2 years and nobody had any idea tells us that small units like this could be a solution. I mean, which would you rather have it? In small units like this, or you have them on the streets? Now, taking a deeper look, bro is low-key cooking. He's got a little microwave oven in there. I don't know what these are exactly, but it looks like something that you can use for working out. Don't know why he's got so many of them, though. And he doesn't have a laundry unit, so obviously his dirty clothes are going to pile up. He's got a little speaker system and a gaming chair. I wonder if he's got a PS5 in there somewhere. But what do you guys think? Should they have arrested him, or should they have just kicked him out? Personally, I'd rather have him living out of here than right on the street. But what?
I mean, no, this is not a livable place, so it's not even a question. But I mean, if they made like apartments like this was actual apartments, and they had doors, regular doors, and you had your own room, and it was like a communal bathroom, and it was set up just like a storage unit, that would be okay. That would be okay. But this do storage units have smoke detectors? Because if people are cooking in there and a fire happens, like, that's a danger. That's a danger if there are no smoke detectors. But why would you need a smoke detector? Well, I guess they do. I don't know. Somebody let me know. Do they have smoke detectors in storage units? Because I've been in storage units, but I ain't never paid attention to that. So y'all let me know.
Sometimes tenants try to live in their storage unit. Tonight I had to go down to my storage facility after hours to remove somebody from the property because they were trying to stay in their unit again. This isn't the first time that I've had to go down after hours to talk with them. At this point, I've already knocked on their door and told them they need to go. I'm waiting for them to come out of their unit so that way I can escort them off the property. Because I've already spoken to them about staying in their unit before, they will be getting a call from me tomorrow and also a written notice saying that their lease is terminated in 14 days. Even though they were staying in their unit and I could immediately terminate their lease, I try to be kind and work with people, especially since they've always paid their rent and they're nice tenants. They just aren't following this rule. These tenants also happen to be homeless, so I will try to also help connect them with community services that can help them with shelter and food. Sometimes tenants try to live in their storage unit. Tonight I had to go down to my storage facility that can help them with shelter and food.
Yeah, they were lucky, cause like you said, you can just be kicked out, and at that moment, hey, get your stuff, you gotta go. But he gave him 2 weeks, and that's that's lucky. Now you got 2 weeks to find another storage unit until you get kicked out of that one. But I know it's hard out here, but some things are against the law. But we got more. Actually, we got stories of people getting kicked out of their storage units. So let's check some of those out.
Moving into our new space, you can pretty much live in here during the day, and then at nighttime you can't sleep in here, so we gotta go back to the tent. Storage is right next to our tent. It's amazing.
And it's climate control. Huge. It's absolutely huge. And we're finally gonna have a space to set up all our nice stuff.
I'm tired. You ready to get this left?
My tomato.
A little bit.
I haven't wanted ice water so bad in my life.
Taking all of this stuff out of our tent, put it into this new storage.
It's just gonna be a living space. There's not even gonna be storage. Barely. Tell me how we got this fucking weird wall. I'm gonna hang stuff on it. I'm gonna make it my little artwork.
We can have a camera in here set up.
Oh shit. And I like that this is open.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Put up like Christmas lights.
So me and my girl tested, we trying to figure out if this is like good enough to be sneaky and hide and stuff. We trying to hide this shit. No, I don't think we should do that. You want to let people know that you can get back here. If this was completely blocked off, then that means someone's behind the boxes. They're from making noise and stuff. Like, you see what I'm saying? We don't want that. We want people to know that, okay, somebody's back there. You can see the gap. But they can't see enough to know that somebody's living here. If somebody was to come over here, they don't know nothing.
Nah, that's too much room.
I live in a storage unit because it's cheap in comparison to an apartment. Living here is actually really comfortable. I get a lot of things that I need and want to get done here. I can exercise. I can use the bathroom. I can play music anywhere in the unit. It's climate controlled in here, so it's nice and warm. This unit is 24 hours, so I can come here anytime I want, stay here as long as I need to. We can take naps if we need to and go to sleep. So this is our living space. Very, very grateful to have this space. And if we want to eat, I just cook right out front. Or we'll just prepare something cold inside of the unit. Sandwiches. If we want to get power, we use our power bank. They also have power here so we can charge our power bank. Me and my baby will live here as long as we need to until we get the shelter that we want. Because we're living here, now we can save up more money to get what we really want. We're in it for the long haul. We got kicked out of our storage unit. The higher ups found out about my video and went so viral. We ended up getting kicked out. Now we're just trying to figure out where to go and what we're gonna do with all of our stuff. We're gonna have to get a new storage unit. So
Oh man.
we just don't know what to do right now. We're trying to figure it out. It's a lot. It's a lot of uncertainty. We can't live here anymore. And we can't make videos in here anymore. Now all we have is a tent. And it's freezing cold outside. Just can't live in a storage unit anymore. Figured I was gonna get kicked out, but I'm willing to take risks. You know, have a crazy come up, a great come up. And it was a risk. I was willing to take it so I can get out of here. Now,
Man, this is. I mean, what did you expect? You knew it was gonna come to an end at some point. I guess it came to an end pretty quick for y'all. But you had to know it was gonna come to an end at some point. Some point.
What y'all think? You go to air mattress. I got it. I'm about to set it. See how it turned out. What y'all think? I don't know if the TV gonna be able to. Hey, look. See? So it's the epic fail with the mattress, y'all. So with the air mattress, so I'm gonna have to. I'm sweating and it's hot. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get me I'm gonna have to order me like a little mat or something to sleep on the floor.
Yo, I just got some terrible news, man. I just got kicked out the storage unit, man. This is crazy. I don't know where I'm gonna go now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to go back to I don't want to go back to the house or none of that. I don't want to do none of that, man. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm seriously, like I just got off work and then come to the house and to go chill in the storage and all this now.
We needed for you to come to the office regarding the issue that we had with your unit. We've gotten complaints and other notifications that you've been living in the unit. Unfortunately, your lease has been terminated.
And all this, I'm at the gas station just chilling. Like I don't know what to do. Like I need help, man. I don't know if I'm gonna get another storage unit or a tent. Like somebody, y'all.
So it's a lot of people in his comments saying he's trolling and this is a skit. And he's commented under a few people said it's not a skit, but I don't know. Could be a skit. Could be a skit. He could be making all this up. Rented a storage unit and went to it and made a couple videos and he could have did all that, but we never know. If I donate to homeless people, it's gonna be to a homeless shelter, not to somebody on the internet. So won't get no money from me, but let me know if you think if that was real or not, but I don't know. I really don't care. I really don't care.
This is me sleeping in the storage unit. It was small. My back was hurting. I do not recommend nobody staying in a storage unit or sleeping in it. And I also got evicted from there too. This is me sleeping in the storage unit.
Okay, now after that, after that little clip at the end, I don't think that's for real either. I think he just playing with us for views on TikTok, but who knows? That's just my opinion. But yeah, times are hard. But there are services out there that will help you. Whether it's a homeless shelter you need to stay in. I know sometimes people don't want to go to homeless shelters because, man, they like their space. They don't like to be around a whole bunch of strangers. I get it, man, but it's better than being on the street, and being in a storage unit is illegal. A lot of times, the owners of the storage unit do not prosecute for you living in their storage unit. Because they don't want to deal with that. They just like, hey, get out. But you might come across one who wants to prosecute. Okay? The nicer the facility, the more cameras they have. A lot of them have cameras. So I'm sure it's somebody watching cameras. Maybe not all the time, But, you know, if you're going to live somewhere, you're going to flash in front of a camera at times where you're not supposed to be there. And, you know, getting kicked out of a storage unit in the middle of the night when you got all your stuff in there set up is tough. So, like, take the chance if you want, but I suggest not. But that's it for this video. I appreciate you coming here and rocking with me for all this time. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. And the next video, be there.